Hello, hello. It's Tidbits from the Love Notes. How you doing? I'm backing up today to some outreach that's going out to, I think it says it's to police department in our community. Some special things for them for doing their great job during all this troubled times, and to our town hall. And then there's some other things that aren't shown. And as a part of this group, the people that do all our waste and pick up all the things that we dispose of. There are people that are technicians for engineers for waste, and so they're getting some love treats also. So let me say this. This is Tidbits from the Love Notes. And we have shared in the past about love. We've talked recently in our past days about love and how we know it. You know, we've either got something we love, we had something, we love somebody loved us. You know, we have things we like and love, And so basically, that's what we started off talking about, number one. And then when we shared again, um, righting our wrongs. We talked about that, righting our wrongs and making some changes, in our sinful ways. Now, as we do that, as we make these changes in our sinful ways and admitting our wrongs, actually admitting them, we get closer to love and our loving God, because that's what God is, love, and we get a better spirit. I know I do feel better now that I have gotten more connected to love in a very connected way. And I wouldn't do anything wrong. If I'm saying I'm going to do something to God, I'm going to do it. I have seen enough examples of how I need God in my life to get me going right. And I am not going to make up any stories and act like he ain't for real. I am convinced that love is real. Our loving God is real. And I am not going to go against him in any way. I'm actually going to try to not shame him and to do my very best. Now, I'm far from perfect, and we all are, but I'm just saying, So we want to get closer and closer to our loving God so that we can be better, because we know about love. We just talked about that a few times ago. We talked about love, and God is love. So we've known love. So we're trying to get closer to love, which is God. And so that we'll have a healthier spirit. We want to have a better spirit. We want to feel love God connected, We want God connected to us, and we want to be connected to God. And the connection affects our whole being. It really does. It affects our whole body. And the more our spirits are connected to our loving God, we get clear about ourselves. We really get clear. We get very, very clear about ourselves, and we get a feeling sometimes when we really get clear about ourselves. I know I do. You get a feeling of sadness to an extent. You look at some of the things that you've done and things that you're doing and things that you continue to do. You look at yourself and you look at your wrongs and you say, you know what, I want to improve. And you see people who have improved and how they are and how their life is going. And you say, I want to improve. And we do find forgiveness from God and that presence when God is with us. We get that forgiveness and remember the sacrifice. Through that sacrifice, we get forgiveness because he said, all the wrong stuff, I'm going to let my son be sacrificed for you to give you another chance to get it right. So we have that too, and it makes us change, and we want to be true to God, and we want to be true to ourselves, and it's called integrity. And I want to say this scripture about this, what I'm talking about, it comes from First Thessalonians 5:23, and it talks about our whole spirit and our soul and our body wants to be better. And it wants to be, especially when we're connected with a loving God. Because when we make that connection, the spirit and our soul and our body wants to be better. And being better means being honest and being consistent in the good things that we do and having a positive value system. And even when people aren't looking, we can be by ourselves and we still want to do right. If anybody walked in the door, you don't have nothing to hide because you're right. You're doing the right thing. Now, you might be doing something you don't know. That's different. Then you get it corrected and improve that. Then check that off. Okay? So as we are connected to our loving God, we get what we call integrity. That's what it calls for, to be connected with our loving God, to really walk in our loving God's ways. we get that integrity. And I'll repeat some of the integrity items: being positive in our values, not negative, but positive in our values. And basically, being honest, and staying consistent in what we do. Not doing, well, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this that way. Oh, I might go to services. Oh, I might help. I might not. I said I would, but I don't think. Back and forth, no consistency. That is not integrity. That is not a connection with love. It is not. It is not. Because love is God. And when we're connected with that, we have those kind of values. So let me give you a few tidbits before I go out. Tidbit number 1, confess our crazy wrong ways. Let's do that. Confess our crazy long ways and do it honestly. Do it honestly and stop sinning. When you know you're sinning, stop it. The rewards are great. And tidbit number 2, improve our character. Be someone that other people can depend on. And they say, I know if he said it, if he said he was going to do it, he going to do it. He shows up, You want to be that way, and you want to be kind. Simply spoken, tidbit number 3, get right on the inside. Did you hear me? Get right on the inside. All right, now, tidbits from the Love Notes. So glad I got a chance to share with you. Until we share again, we love you. Bye-bye.